Hi. I'm at PJ Hoffmaster, and it's a state park, I think. And yeah, just doing a little check-in. I'm in the middle of a teaching night, had a break, and no real good views to show you. I'm just in the parking lot. But yeah, I just wanted to check in because this has been a really crazy time, stressful time. Lots of new piano students, and feeling a lot better lately because I'm trying to really process and go through whatever I'm going through. I had this cough, but I don't have a cold. Maybe it's left over. And yeah, just trying to... I haven't really thought about my album for this month 6. I'll get to it when I get to it, I guess. I have like 5 shows this month. I just played for an event in Chicago. That was pretty exciting. And what else? Wow, parking lot. Yeah, all these people in cars are like, wow, she's talking to herself in her phone. What else? Life is good. I mean, making money, paying bills. My sister's amazing. She talked me through a lot of things today. I find that with my type of brain, I don't know if this is normal for creative people, but I get really backed up on issues. Like I need to talk them through to really understand how I'm feeling about things. So that's a thing. So she's really helpful with that. She's really smart. And yeah, these clouds are pretty great. I feel like there was something I was going to talk about. Oh yeah, ambition. Oh. So that's a topic I've been wanting to talk about for a while, but it's been feeling a little heavy. I don't know. I feel like I've had the idea of ambition implanted in my brain since I was a kid. Like whether it came from me or... I'm really distracted by the fact that I broke out from using a charcoal mask. I mean, I always break out. I should probably start messing around with my diet and see if it's something in my diet that I'm allergic to, but I broke out a lot from that, I think from that. Anyway, yeah. So, ambition. It's weird that, like, if you put a seed of ambition, which is really like desire, which a lot of wisdom books, like spiritual books, will tell you is risky, is dangerous. Like desire is, like desire for money, desire for power, desire for fame, desire for certain people. Like you can see the seeds of that being what leads towards evil or what leads towards problems in someone's life. Like they won't let go and won't roll with the flow. They won't like adjust to things. But I have tried to become a kinder, softer person over the last decade and let go of a lot of my expectations for life. But one of the few things I've never really let go of is this like seed of ambition that was planted in my heart. Like I thought that my skills and my talents were going to pan out a certain way. And so winning all these piano competitions as a kid and being in a talent show or like getting an award from a statewide songwriting competition, blah, 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 and thinking that that meant something about where my life was headed. And like I didn't invent those ideas as a kid. So clearly we are passing down stories culturally. We are passing down information. And, because my parents didn't invent those stories and ideas either. We look around at the world I would imagine what adults do. They look around at the world and see what some families, what some kids are getting. And they think, well, I want that for my kid too. Sorry, this is a mosquito. So that's all I can think to understand is that... Okay, what am I, afraid of mosquitoes now? This guy like wants to be on my face. I'm walking away. So that's all I can think that it is that we have inherited stories of what will bring happiness, what will bring peace, what will bring joy. And this seed of ambition that was planted in me has not brought me peace or joy it doesn't even really bring me money. So I want to let go of it, and I want to learn to flow with however life unfolds for me. And if that means nothing, like no money, no followers, no fame, no fortune, just kind of meandering through life and creating a lot and having it not really help anyone but me, and maybe not even help me, then I kind of want to learn how to do that. And I don't know if that's a good idea, because a lot of the successes I have had in my life, like my resume looks pretty cool, like music directed on off Broadway, and was understudying on off Broadway as a music director when I was like 22. And like, cool, whatever. Like, maybe that's good to keep going with. Maybe sabotaging my own life and not pursuing those types of things isn't wise. But I'm not sure. It's hard to believe. Hello. So, you know, for me, personal progress is much more interesting. Like, I used to have a hard time even being in public and like playing a ukulele for all of like 1 second. And now I did a whole year of doing that. I remember it felt like such growth. I had a brief moment just now where my heart kind of raced because the person was going to walk past and, oh no, what will they think? She's talking to herself in public, but clearly talking to my phone. Like, clearly vlogging, but like, whatever. I think the expectation for these things to be interesting, I see a lot of people worrying about stuff like that. And I just think, like, I could edit. I could put a lot of time and thought into this and not do a lot of other things. Sorry, mosquitoes. Oops. But for me, it's interesting enough just to, hello. Just to, you know, keep track of life, keep track of the journey. I don't expect anyone to watch them. So then why do it? You know, and this is that, it's this undoing of ambition. I feel like the people who find themselves don't have such rigid expectations of life. And I feel like I've let go of a lot of expectations in my life, but I haven't let go of this one. Like, I have this specific concept of what creates success. Whether it's money or followers, or those are the main two, probably. And I don't have a lot of followers and I don't have a lot of money. So therefore, should I be summing it up as that I'm a failure? Because some of the responses I get from people, they don't talk to me or look at me like I'm a failure. And what is it to have followers? Like, I don't have people. No one has people. No one has things fixed in time. You know, you might have 1 million followers, and then, as I think my sister put it today, make one mistake at a public level and then you have 0 followers, or everyone hates you. You have a lot of followers hating on you. I don't know. Like, same with money. You spend your whole life pursuing it and then you lose it all in a stock market crash. I don't know. Like, I don't know how this works, but I just think we're not supposed to have such rigid expectations of our own lives. Like, we're supposed to let go a little bit of control and like have a vision, have a goal, but not be so, like, it has to be this or I'm going to be upset. Because all these things that have unfolded for me, a lot of them have been really fulfilling. And actually the ones that started not going as well was when I got this fixed idea in my mind that I needed to go back and revisit all these songs in chronological order from when I was like in childhood, high school, early 20s. Like, I got very rigid about what this process needed to look like, and I forgot to keep writing, and I forgot to keep checking in with all of you or whoever's watching, or just with myself, and kind of documenting what this was doing to me, because that chapter was not good. That was July and half of August, and then I started to come out of it because I realized I was putting this very strict rigidity on myself that was overwhelming me. I was about to do it with the Chicago album because I got one bit of feedback. It's not a real album, it's a sketch of 10 albums. But I got one bit of feedback, like, why would you put something, you know, like, I could be working on things that are nicer, like prettier, like easier to listen to. But I just really wanted those songs up there. But if they're going to be up there in a way that doesn't take me a year's worth of time, then they're going to be up there pretty scrappily. But then it's like, well, then why do that? Why not just work on them like crazy, or just never put them up? And then, like, I don't have a good answer for that, people. I need to put them up. I need it to be clear. If I'm going to go around and be a mentor about writer's block, or about how to be yourself, how to use creativity as therapy, how to heal, like, I want to go around to libraries. I want to go around to, not schools really, that's more rigid. I want to go to like libraries or community centers or arts organizations and do workshops or talks, like little mini TED Talks with Q&As and with workshop like type activities to do. And I want to help people use their own innate creativity to like heal and create and write the story of their own lives. Like, that's what I'm doing. I want to help other people do it. And I love doing this. So like, I can't just skip over my 10 albums written in Chicago that I never released. That's part of my story. As a friend of mine recently put it to me, she's like, maybe the whole process of writing and then producing and then releasing is like a whole process. And whatever I was going through in Chicago, which was some really, 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 really heavy stuff, all I could do was the writing. I couldn't do the releasing. And when I tried to do the releasing, it hurt. It hurt violently. It hurt in my heart. Because I was not in an okay place at that time. And I'm in a much better place now, even though you might not know it. But back then, I was hiding everything, including how hard of a time I was having, even from those closest to me. So, if you think I seem more sad now than I did 1 year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, it's like, you might just not have really known me. Because some people are horrified when they hear some of the stories of what I was living through and not telling anyone about. I don't want to throw anyone under the bus. That's their story. But I just think we each are creating our own lives very uniquely. And for my story, I need to let go of ambition. Ambition has ruined me. Wanting to be above other people, which is what ambition is. It's like wanting more money than other people, wanting more power, wanting more fame. Like, that's ambition. It's ruined me. It's made me feel like I need to try to craft something instead of just trusting the flow of what this is. And why I want to do it publicly, I don't know. But when other people see me doing it publicly, they think, well, then you should be doing it like this or this or this or this or this. But this isn't obviously a business plan. I'm just sharing for my own posterity, I guess. Why publicly then? Well, I don't know. I've been journaling since I was 18, and I have all those too. So privately works great too. And just with close friends and close family works great too. This is just a weird chapter where I'm trying to become myself. Because I know who myself is, but I know that other people don't know who I am. And they're starting to get to know me a little bit, but it's not. Yeah. And I really believe that the more I put out there, the more it's probably just going to confuse most people, because no one's going to watch all this, and that's fine too. You know? Like, I won't even watch all this. So, they're just nuggets. I just need to mark this moment in time and say, hey, moment, this is the time in my life where I'm coming out of all of the sadness that I felt from revisiting all those sad songs, and coming out of the sadness that I felt from not writing, because I was so focused on producing old songs. And now I'm letting myself write again, I'm letting myself talk again, I'm letting myself vlog again, or whatever this is. I'm vlogging too. I'm using my Bandcamp, I'm using my YouTube, I'm using my Instagram, my Facebook. I'm trying my best. And I'm going to be playing like 5 shows this month, and they're all in different types of shows. And, you know, one I'm making a band, another I'm in a band and I'm not the leader. Well, I'm like a co-leader. One I'm like the leader, but it's just a temporary band, and it's, you know, there's scheduling challenges, and everything in me just always wants to kind of shut down when things get hard and go back to being introverted, the version of introverted that means isolated. And I don't think that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to like not be black and white about it, just use my own life to learn things about life and learn things about people. But it's really hard for me. So this process helps me like remember how things felt. Anyway, I'm right by the water. You can probably hear it, but not see it. I don't know. It's probably too sunny to see. I have to get back to teaching in a minute, but there you go. That's West Michigan. I've had people from the West Coast tell me like, oh, I didn't know it looked like this. Like, yeah, it just looks like the ocean. Like a calm ocean. So, well, I don't want to try to be all inspirational. Wherever you're at, cool, yay. Everyone is doing themselves. That sounds really weird. I'm going to stop talking now. Hope you have a lovely day. I got to get back to teaching. Bye.